Welcome all. In this session, we will see the virtualization supported disaster recovery. So these are the topics should be covered in this things. So before going to the hardware virtualization, first we will see, so what are the key factors which are supporting, or what are the key factors which are implementing or considering while supporting the virtualization. So if you are considering the virtualization computing infrastructure, so we need to specify the feature. What it is distinguishing here is the system virtualization and the modification to the provisioning tools what you are considered has to be considered here. So if you are considering the virtualization environment, the virtualization of the servers what you have specified on the shared clusters has to be consolidated to the web services what you have specified. So if you are specifying the virtual machines or the containers of the cloud resources, then these provisioning tools what you are presenting must has to find these corresponding physical machines and deploy the virtual machines what you are having to those nodes what you are specifying before scheduling the services to which could run on the virtual nodes you are representing. In all addition to all these things, what we need to specify is in the cloud computing environment, the virtualization it also specified as a means to access the resources and also the fundamental infrastructures also, and also the some software environment also what you are providing. So here the user what you are considering will not take care of any computing resources what they are providing for means the services what they are using. So first the cloud users what they have to do is nothing but there is no need to define, or the need to discover their physical resources what they are using there. So if they are intended to know about these physical resources, what they have to do is nothing but because the request what you are specifying could not be processed here. The main thing or the basic thing here is to do here representation is the application developers what you are specifying, they did not care about the infrastructure issues what they are representing here. So that is they are virtualized or not, they has not represented here. Here we see a representation which is showing the infrastructure which is needed to virtualize the servers in the data center. And what they are doing is they are needing they are implementing some specific cloud applications here. So underneath we are having that is the storage things we are having, the disk or data centers or the servers we are provided. These are completely means connected to a virtualized platform which are internally connected there. And then we are having a backbone, that is a black box management. So the box management what it is doing here is it is taking care of these virtualized platforms by these virtualized integrated manager. Here the work of these integrated manager here is they need to manage the workload of these workload processing of these virtualized platform has to be done. And what are the resources they have been used, or the what is the resources that are available has to be specified. And we are going to provide the policy of the service security has to be specified. And any data resources out there, how we are going to manage all these things, any violation is there, how we are going to take all these things has to be mentioned. And how what is the resource provision means any availability of the things has to be done or not peer providing. So here we are having another thing, that is a white box management here. In this white box management we are having two virtual solutions here. So here if there is any backup has to be included, we are having A and B. So which has been managed by the individual agents here, which are the virtual machines here also. So these are all interconnected, and these are also means processing all these virtualized infrastructures what we are having. So indeed, what is the infrastructure services what it is providing is mirror management, system management, and these user management, system provisioning, and the account billing. All these things has to be considered here. So this is the representation of the virtualizing these server storages and the networks which are used for these cloud from that is a cloud platform construction. And later on we are going for the another one, that is the hardware virtualization. So if you are considering the hardware virtualization, the software virtualization, what it you are specifying is used to virtualize the hardware here. So the system virtualization software what is here representing is a special kind which simulates the execution of the hardware and runs even on the unmodified. So means there is no specification that we need to maintain the modification between all these, and we have to has to be done before processing all these things. They no need to change all these things. They no need to modify the thing. We can access all these things. We can specify things what we are having in that one. And also we are providing these systems use these virtualization software environment. They could run the environment for these legacy softwares what here that is what they are providing old operating system and unusual applications what has been supported has to be included also, and there could be no effect for these all these things what you are representing. If you are specifying the virtualization in the presence of the software, is also used for these platforms for your developing your new cloud applications, which can be enable the developers to use any operating systems what you are representing to the programming environments they like. If you are specifying the develop environment and the deploy environment can be specify means can be used here, that could be now be the same, which could be eliminate some runtime problems also, because they are not using any outside environment to process all these things here. What you are specifying here is what you are using here only, means there could be no difference in the deployment and there could be no difference in the development also. Whereas also we are providing some services for the developers also. What they do is nothing but the system virtualization software what it is represented is completely considers these hardware mechanisms which could run unmodified operating systems what we are using, that is hardware directly using. So on the means we cannot use the softwares what you are represented here it is represented. If you consider the conditions, we are having a tabular representation which is for which can list some of the system virtualization softwares which are using widely for writing this type of the things. Currently we are using these means the virtual machines which are installed on the cloud computing for platform, which are mainly used for hosting third party programs what you are represented. So the virtual machines what you are using, it will provide these flexible runtime services to provide free users from worrying about the system environment what you are using. So if you see these representations that is you are having, that is AWS, Microsoft Azure, and then Google Search Engine what you are Google what is providing. The usage of these virtual machines in the cloud computing platform ensure that extreme flexibility for the users, means that is also using, that is also providing, that is the computing all the resources what you are having could be shared by the many users, and we can use these the privileging of these things could be increased by maximizing all the things what you are, means there could be a chance of usage of a same thing by the multiple users. Then could be that is the usage or misuse term will be there. So what we'll do is nothing but we will specify that they can be used safely by increasing their privileges there. So by increasing the privileges, what it does is nothing but it simply take care of all the things what you are having there. And also it is doing some traditional sharing techniques also. There is the cluster resources what it is used what you could be shared because it completely depends upon the user and the group of the mechanisms which are being used by the systems here. So here the sharing what you are providing sometimes it's not you seems to be flexible, but it's not the flexible one, because the system what you are using could be designed for the special purposes here. And also the operating systems what you are using cannot be changed. On what you are providing here is that is the environment what you are providing is completely means not the unique, completely different here. So here now what how you need to specify what is the advantage of the for this virtualization is we need to provide an environment which will meet your that is users requirement, which means that means I'm choosing an environment here, means that the cloud environment has to be, means the resources what you are providing has to satisfy my desires on the my processings here, not the others one. So here the virtualization what you are using will allow the users to have full privileges what you are providing, means what how you are going to use all these things is we are separating all these things from the user. So now by that the users what you are means what they have is they can have the full access to their virtual machines which are completely separated from the others thing, means the multiple we are to, if you have wanted to access the multiple virtual machines also, that means we can access the multiple machines from the same physical server representation also. If we want to use the different virtual machines, we has to be run on the different operating systems, it can be done also here. So for that, what you need to do is nothing but if there is a need to establish these virtual disks or any virtual networks, it has to be done, has to be specified, means has to be specified all these by these resource pools what you are having. Because it feels whatever the virtualization has to be done, that is the resources what you are doing will be formed like a resource pool, and we already have to do is nothing but we can take or we can process all these things into these environments what you are having. So the infrastructure what it is providing here is represented, that is we are taking as means in the previous figure we are having some black box and the white box managers will be there. So what they are doing is nothing but they are taking care of these things individually, and it is providing some virtual machines agents and to take care of all these things. So there could be any back off or there could be any means stopping will be not there. What it do is nothing but if any failure occurs, what it is doing is it is providing a solution to them. If you are not satisfied with the solution A, what it is doing is it is also providing the solution B also. So in this things we are having some different, that is the providers are also will be there, and also some different platforms to virtual platforms also it is also providing. What it is doing is each platform is what you are doing is it is having their virtual solution to their all these things what it is providing. And what it is having is nothing but they are having their own solutions to traverse, and what they have, what they are giving these things to happen, they have means to be handled in their own way. Means they are not proposing, they are not specifying all these things in a similar manner, they are taking, they are tackling with these things in their own way, and it is providing all these things in this way. So here we are having some recovery also. So the recovery overhead that is representation here is, so it is that is we are having the configuring uh, hardware first thing, and then installing the operating system, again we are configuring that thing, and then installing backup agent and the starting single step automatic recovery. So after that anything has to be done, what it doing is restoring these virtual manager and starting the data recovery, and it is not accessing all these things, yet it is not going to the hardware and then it's installing what it is, it's not performing all these things. What it is simply doing is nothing but it is going to the VM configuration, and it is and is starting the data recovery there itself only. So we are having the second one, that is a virtualization support in public clouds. So in previous table like this only, so we are having the three public clouds representations here, which are the AWS, Microsoft Azure, and then is AE Google one. So here the AWS what you are using will provide these extreme flexibility, and then how it is going to provide this extreme flexibility of these virtual machines is nothing but they can execute their own machines, means the user can execute their own applications what we are having. Whereas the GAE provides limited application level virtualization, that is they means they has to build their applications only based on the services which has been created by the Google only. So whereas Microsoft provides these programming level virtualization for the users to build their own applications, which is the .NET virtualization. So the VM tiers what we are using to the or they apply to the workstations, servers, and the virtual infrastructures what they are. If you are specifying these Microsoft tools, they are used to the PCs and some special servers there also. And there are the Xen tools also. There are scan enterprise tools are also applied to the Xen based servers. And also if there any IT means if any entire IT industry is moving toward the vision of the cloud, so what they has to do is nothing but they have to you have to interest in these types of the tools, what the tool they have to choose and what the tools they have to be processed. If any virtualization is led to the any higher, that is a high performance, or it has to be considered, that is high availability, disaster recovery, and then dynamic load leveling, or any research that is provisioning has to be considered. What we need to do is nothing but we need to specify both these cloud computing and the utility computing leverage what here is, they will both benefit the virtualization to provide scalable and autonomous computing environments what we are using. So these are the three different environments what we are providing, and these are providers what they are providing the solutions what we are having. So on the next one, we are representing the storage virtualization for the green data centers. So here It is completely based on these types of what are the energy sources what you are using there. So the power consumption what you are here is an example that is in the United States the power consumption is being doubled to the 3% to the total energy consumed in the country, because the number of the data centers in the country has used these energy crisis to the great extent. So here half of the companies in this company in the Fortune 500 are actually implementing these corporate energy process for year. So there is a surveys from these both IDC and the Gartner inform that is Gartner. What did they do is nothing but the virtualization what you are providing is completely taking a great impact on these cost reduction what you are providing. So the cost reduction is these from reducing the power consumption and the physical computer systems what you are also, and it is also providing an alarming situation that these IT industries what you are providing are becoming more energy way. So for this little evolution, what they are doing is nothing but they are alternating the energy resources what they are providing, and there is an eminent need to conserve the power in all computers there. So for this, the virtualization and the server consolidation has to be included, because they are already proven that they have could handle these aspect very keenly. So the green data, there is a green computing environment is also so the green data centers what has to is nothing but they has to be used there, and the benefits of these storage virtualization what has to be considered for these strengthening of the synergy or the green computing environment what we are providing. And then we are having the second one that is a virtualization, fourth one that is a virtualization of the IaaS. So here the virtualization of the IaaS we are representing is a here these enable these can be means we have to create the customized environment which has to be at the top of the physical infrastructure for the cloud computing. So if we are using this type of the things we can benefit these things, the following things here. So here the system administrator will control the workloads and the interrelated services what we are providing here, and the virtual machines may have the ability to run legacy. The legacy code means which is situated on the unchangeable means the host operating system code which is without interfering with these other APIs. And the VMs can be what you are providing can be used to improve the security through the creation of these sandboxes or any running applications what you are representing. What it is doing is with a questionable reliability is also providing, and also it is providing the fourth one that is a virtualization, that is a cloud platforms what you are representing can be applied to any performance isolation, and the providers what you are providing can get to these provide the some guarantees that the quality of the services what you are providing to the applications will be reached, will be offered to the things what you are having. So after that last we are having another one that is a VM cloning for the disaster recovery. So here technology requires that is we need to specify an advancement that is disaster recovery scheme has been included. So these scheme is to recover one physical mission by another physical mission. So here having the another scheme is also there, that is it is to recover one virtual mission by another virtual mission. So here having that is representation what you are using, that is in the recovery management in the traditional way what you are going to recovery here is the first one. So the disaster recovery what you are doing is from physical machine to the another physical machine is the slow one and the complex one and also expensive one. So because the total recovery time what you are going to attribute is the that is we need to specify the hardware and configuration and the installation, configuring the OS and also initializing the backup. If we go for this diagram, so here we need to take the configure hardware and the installing configuring OS, install backup management and the single step automatic. So these steps has to be done by these things, and then next we have to take them. If we are considering only the virtual machine recovery management, what we need to do is nothing but we need to take the virtual machine configuration and we will start the direct away we will start the that is recovery management there itself. So here to recover a virtual platform, what we need to do is nothing but we need to in the installation and the configuration times of the operating system. What you have done has been not been added here. So what it is doing is nothing but we will take the directly the configuration step here and we will go for the processing, and then we will take care of this. So if you are any the disaster time recovery time is very if it is end up with a short time, so here the 40% of that recovery physical missions will be done here. So the fastest recovery management, disaster recovery management is done, then the VM encapsulation what you are providing will be processor will be considered here. So after that, what you are doing here is the cloning. The cloning we are providing also, and we are taking the software storage virtualization, and the virtualization for the OS and the virtualization support for this has been included. So the main idea here is that to make a clone of these virtual machines which has been on the remote server, for every running virtual machines on the local server. Among all the clone virtual machines, what he has to do is nothing, only one needs to be active. Not all the teams has to be active. So only one they will take care of these things. The remote virtual machines, what you are doing should be in a suspended mode here. And also the cloud controls, what here the center will be active. These clone virtual machines, if there is any failures will be occur for the original virtual machines what you are having. So it will take the snapshot of the that is any virtual machines what you are having, which is to enable the live migrations and all. Has to be done, any processing will be done, which could be done in a minimum amount of the time also. So these migrated VMs what you are using can run on these shared internet connections what you are performing there, and these only updated data modified states are sent to these virtual machines what you are having. So for that we are using the recovery of property objective, and then next recovery time objective, that is RPU and RTO refresher, which are completely reflect on the means which the time will be there, the time has to be taken. So these are the things we are including the processing, the virtualization in the case of these that is what we are representing here is has to be means what the support we are giving for the virtualization, what is the recovery process we are using, one how the cloning will be implemented while processing all these things we has to be specified here. Thank you.